Hello and welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Jamie. I'm a 32-year-old zero-based cashless budgeter and stuffer. And today we're going to be stuffing my first DoorDash paycheck for the month of June. So we have $171 to stuff today. So let's just go ahead and dive on into it. I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but I do have my laminator warming up so that I can fix that envelope that's been broken for a while now. So if you can hear that, sorry, just ignore it, I guess. But let's go ahead and start with my variable expenses. So Buffer is not going to get anything, never gets anything. Crochet by Jamie, we're going to give $5 today. Gas, we are giving, and that's all it has, is this, the $5. Gas, we're giving 60, so 50 and 60. So in gas, we currently have 50, 70, 85, 87. And that should be good for the week. I did go over budget last week, which you'll see in my unstuffing on Friday, but I'm going to Florida this week, so I'm not going to be spending money on gas this week. I shouldn't be spending money on gas this week. I only have to drive to work 3 times. Okay, groceries, we're going to give $10. So groceries now has 10, 20, 35, 37. And that's more than enough. I'm probably not going to buy any groceries this week. Maybe like stuff for sandwiches, nothing crazy. Prescriptions, we are skipping this week. I did not pick up my prescriptions yet. Spending, we are going to give $5. So I currently have 5, 10, 15, and 20 in spending. Get in there. And then sweet treats, we're not stuffing because I did not spend anything this week, so I don't need to put any money in. All right, moving into my high priority binder. Starting off with car costs. We are adding $5 this week to car costs. So 6, 3, 5, 467. So we should have 467. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 55, 65, 6, and 7. Perfect. And I just got my oil changed. My car's at like 80,000 miles, so I should be good on maintenance for a while. They did mention that the next time I go get my oil changed, my air filters are starting to get a little bit dirty, so they're gonna start keeping an eye on those better. But should be fine for at least a little bit. Okay, up next is debt payoff. We're adding $10, so we'll fill in one circle. And then we should have, oh my gosh, I should add the money. We should have $90 in here. So we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Perfect. Let me just give this a little shake, dry it off real quick. Should be good enough. Okay, up next is festivals. We are adding $4. Look, I erased the tracker. Aren't you so excited for me? Plus 4, so 1640. We're gonna add 2 twos. All right, so we have 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50, 6, 10, 20, 35, 37, 39, 40, 1640. I did make a payment on my credit card with this money, so you will see that coming out in my unstuffing this week. But I am still holding back $1,000 just to cover my deductible for my roof, for the second roof repair that I need to have done. All right. Gifts this week is getting 5. So we should have 72 in here. We have 55, 65, 71, and 2. And I need to remember to erase this. I will probably forget. It's fine. It's fine. All right, taxes this week. Oop. don't know if you heard that, but my laminator's ready. Taxes this week is getting 10. So we should have 320 in here. And we have 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 5, 300, 5, 10, 15, 20. 320, perfect. And last year I did not have to use any of my tax money, so that ended up all being a refund, which was really nice. And I'm hoping that that's the case again this year, but we'll just see. All right, travel is getting 20. So we should have 105 in here, and this I will be spending this week on my vacation with my friend to Florida, on whatever I need to spend money on. I do have all of my like toiletries and everything, because I've been traveling a lot for work, so I have all of that ready. And the money for the hotel I'm paying out of my big girl job money, from my mileage and stuff that I've been getting recently. So this will just be for spending money while I'm there, as well as the shindigs and shenanigans money. So we should have 105 in here. So we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, and 90, 105. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay. These envelopes are starting to get a little bit chunky, but I don't yet need to do a condensing. I do still have a pretty good amount of 5s, so we'll just see how long those last for. All right, so for my low priority binder, we are not going to count anything. We're just going to throw the money in. Everything is going to be getting $1. So let's just add $1 to everything. I was hoping to get my hair done before I went to EDC. That obviously didn't happen. I was hoping to get it done before I went on vacation. That obviously didn't happen. But I'll get it done when I get it done. It's really not a big deal. I don't have my appointment scheduled yet, so I'm not in a rush. Shopping is stuff based on my weight loss. I lost 0.2 pounds this week, so that is $1. Not $4 as I had in my initial spreadsheet for some reason. Okay, and then we're going to move into my long-term savings binder. So starting off with 52 cats, which is my version of the 52-week challenge. We are doing the $14 cat this week. A very natural looking blue cat. And 10, 12, 14. And we are not going to be adding, or we are going to be adding, we're not going to be counting the money yet. We'll do that at the next condensing. But we know that we have over $500. So we are getting close to halfway done if we're not there already, which is very exciting. I mean, halfway down as far as the amount, halfway done as far as the amounts go. Obviously, we're not halfway done with the challenge itself. But I am hoping to start stuffing 2 envelopes at a time after I get back from Florida. So we'll see how that goes. All right, cats, my children are getting $5, and we are not going to be counting. This is for their emergency fund. Pets are not cheap. I do have insurance for them, but if something were to go wrong, I need to have an emergency fund as well. Home improvement is getting $1. Medical is getting $5. Month ahead is getting $5. All right. Roundup. While this is, well, I guess I should say, while I am working on this envelope, I'm going to run it through the laminator so you can get it back in business here. All right, so we are adding 52 cents into the binder this week, or into the Roundup challenge this week. So we had 307, I don't think you can see this. 307, 81 plus 52 is 308, 33. Let me just stick this over here for a second. So where's my money? Under here. So 308.33. We do not get to color in a circle in the savings challenge, but we are adding $1 to the cash. So we should have 308 in here. So we have 100, 52, 20, 40, 60, 83, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 308. We are adding a pretty good chunk of change to it this week from my cash unstuffing. I got my big girl paycheck. I got my interest. I had an Atlas Earth payout. And then I have, currently I have a handful of transactions that had some round of amounts. So we are adding some nice change to there this week. And my final envelope is wedding, stuffed based on my relationship status. I am currently single, so we're going to give it $1. And that is it. So we are all out of money. We are all out of envelopes. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you on Friday for my cash unstuffing.